Hello and welcome to episode 5 of A Tiny Dot in Space. It's a series where I explore the world through Street View on GeoGuessr and playing games of GeoGuessr in each and every single one of the regions that Street View allows me to play GeoGuessr in across the world. And that is districts, provinces, regions, areas, departments, whatever they call it, in the various countries. And the aim is simply A, to have a good time, and B, to score 25,000 points. That is, play 5 perfect rounds in each and every area. And, well, there are more areas in the world than I will ever be able to play, but I'll play the series for as long as I want to, basically. And hopefully that will be a long time. And we've been to some amazing places already. And this time is a little special because now we are moving into a repeat, well, not offender, but a repeat entry from my previous series where I played the regions of Europe. And I have included all the regions of Europe that I failed to play 25,000 points in that particular series. And this is the first one. So we're moving to the Balearic Isles in Spain. And, well, I'm sure some of you have been on vacation here. I actually haven't. It was never sort of the thing for me to... I sort of never wanted to go to the Balearic Isles or the Canary Islands. My sort of want to go places has been elsewhere and less mass touristy. But still, I mean, if you want to go partying, if you want to have some sunshine and a tan, why not? Go. And I won't begrudge you for that. And I just hope that I can make better the... well, it wasn't exactly a debacle, but it wasn't very good, I think. So let's see, what are the stats on this map? Well, I still had the fastest time from back then, and that was in 24. Okay, so that's like, what? 11th of May, that's almost a year ago. And the 53 players who have played this thing has... yet to beat that. 24,996. Let's have a little look at that game. Let's see what it's like. So, yeah, I missed out on 3 rounds, actually. That's a little much. And, yeah, 2 pretty clear misses and 1 that wasn't all that clear, but still that... yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't have been happy with that. So, let's head back here and make a challenge. And as usual, I'll put that challenge link in a safe spot. Let's see, just have to type it up. Balearic Isles. There we go. Now that one is in a safe place. And we start the game. And fortunately, opposed to the previous series, I am not pressed for time here. I'll just do whatever it takes to do this. Coto privado de casa. Well, I guess that means something that the border of privacy or something. And here is something for sale. Let's see. Big, wide valley, possibly, would suggest that we're somewhere in the middle of Ibiza. Now, let's see, northwest. Seems like a good bet. Yeah, this looks like there's a town or something, and it said something on this building. Oh no, that's one of those, is it? Let's see, what's a cure for that? I think it said something there, but probably nothing like can make use of. Salvem benibras or something. Salvem. Greetings? No, I don't know. Salve was, I believe, the old Roman greeting or something. Let's see, that bus goes south. There's a town over there. At least it seems like there is. That road went to the east. Okay. Let's see now. Oh, that's a big sign. That could be a good sign. Yes, it is. Ooh, okay. What? It was like something just spawned behind me. Okay. EI. Okay, so that's not... Well, hang on. This is Mallorca. This is not Ibiza. This is Ibiza. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. 300. Yep. That... Let's see. So we need to find Elvisa. Santa Eularia. That's Elvisa. The Santa Eularia. Okay, so we have to find Safrakel. Oh, east and west. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Safrakel, east and west. Are we sure that we are on 300 though? These things have a habit of... This is Avisa. Is to the south, yes. What does it say on the other side of this thing? It just spawned out of nowhere. Okay, so San Llorens, San Juan. Yeah, okay. So we're somewhere here. I sort of assume that we're somewhere around here. Because this doesn't quite look like it does. Let's just have a look at the direction here. So we're looking south. And if we're here, then we're going to turn eastwards, and that looks right. Right, and we came... I just put this thing up in spite for me. So we came from the east, didn't we? See, so there's some pretty old footage here. The question now is, how far down the road were we? Are we here? That seems likely. Let's see if it's a long building. Yeah, that's a longish sort of building, that thing there. There should be a road going into the side here, which there is, well, was, I think is more correct to say. There's a road going up here to another seemingly dilapidated house. You would think in an area that is so crammed with tourists that places like these would have a longer shelf life. But yeah, this looks like the right position. So should be around here. Good start. I like good starts. Now things like these I don't really like, especially when I cannot move. So we have a bit of a challenge here. That's a sailboat. So let's see. So we're looking northeast, and eastwards. There's a road here, and it seems to end over there. Or it doesn't quite seem like a proper road. It seems more like a promenade. Well, it is a road here. It kind of seems like it stops over there. Okay. This might require some detective work. So here we're looking straight south, more or less. But the island curves to the east. So, where could we be? Let's have a look first at Menorca. But that doesn't quite seem to fit the bill, does it? Unless we're down here, but nah. No, that can't be it. So let's have a look at this one. But that, no, this island is too small. Okay. Hang on, we're facing the north. So could be a good candidate, but isn't, because there isn't a huge building in here. Otherwise, would have been a decent fit. How about here? No. We don't have... So there's promontories, but not very prominent ones. How about... no, there's nothing that really fits here, so we have to go to Mallorca, but I don't think we're there either. So let's have a look at Menorca again. So... not here. That's a bit of a... we got this bay to the south. It's not a very deep bay. And then and it opens to the northeast. And we can see straight east without anything getting in the way. And that's the real... that's of course counting that the compass of this photosphere is correct, and that is not a given. So I have a strong feeling that the Balearic Isles will go back on the list of things that I will need to re-explore. Because this isn't right. There's nothing that's right here. So, because I cannot see any piece of coast where I have an unrestricted view towards the east with not much land on the side. We have this area, but then there is this promontory here that ruins the whole thing. But, I mean, if we were here, that could have worked. And it doesn't work here because things are just wrong. And it could have worked over here, but then the bay is all wrong. And the rest doesn't seem to go any, no roads seem to go here. So this is a bit of wondery. So let's assume now that the compass is wrong. Now, the sun is in the south. And nothing casts much shade. So that indicates that the compass is actually right. Well, well, well. So if the compass is right, where can I find a view like that? Won't find it here, and there's nothing on the horizon over there. So there's no promontories or anything, so there is something Possibly something obvious I'm missing. I mean, we could possibly be in this area. Oh, what about this one? Yeah, indeed, what about this one? Because there seems to be sort of a road going up that way. There are windmills up there. Let's have a look at the coast here again. The only thing is, that thing there, that could be that far away promontory over there. Not that one, this one. Okay, let's run with that. So, that should place us about here. Let's see now. Is there a river? There should be a river coming out about... I don't see any signs of a river, though. Still could come out here. Probably going down the gully here. And, yeah, the land does the right thing. No buildings, no structures here. That is correct. I think I have placed a marker in a pretty good spot. Might actually be a little too close to the bend in the bay down there. Let's see. This has to be a pretty good placement, actually. Ha! 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 Take that, Spain. Take that. Oh. I was so sure that was all wrong in terms of the compass and everything. And then, like, yeah, let's try that again. That was a great one. Okay, let's build on that. We still have 3 rounds left to go. Oh my god. Okay, is there anything in the cardinal directions that I can use? There's nothing immediately to the north. Westwards is simply just a road. Southwards sees some buildings, but yeah, that's like 1.5, 1 2/3. It might be possible to use that once I figure it out. And then there's a town over there. Yeah, let's aim for that. Let's see what we can find. We're going eastwards. This has to be on Mallorca. Northeast and east. Conto privado de casa. Problem is that no through traffic except for property owners or something. I wouldn't know. If you can speak Spanish, let me know. Unfortunately, that road didn't come with a name, and almost feels like we are in Malta with these stone walls, very much like Malta. Okay, roundabout. And here it says, "Welcome to Sant'Ani." So where on earth is that? It's got to be, here it is. And we are in a roundabout, and we came from the west. Let's just make sure about that, we came from the northwest. On a roundabout into Saint-Denis. That's not the road. Nor is that. So how does that work? And this, the road doesn't really have a name. Okay, so what does it say over here? Centre. Okay. So this is more likely where we are. Yep, let's see. Yep. And let's see, which of these roads did we come from? Did we come from that one? Or this one? No, it's got to be this one. I think. Not entirely sure though. Well, that's my best suggestion for now. Let's see. If this is correct, we should be having a crossroads before long. There's a lot of small bends, and then we should have a straight play for the yes, and then the intersection should be coming here, yes. Oh, that's a proper intersection. Yeah, and this is it. Unfortunately. Okay, so over there is that bend. Over here. Okay, let's get a proper look at this. So does that mean I'm there? Oh, this is hard to read. Next bend is that one. So it should be somewhere. Oh yeah, don't forget, you have buildings to draw upon. You have those in the far distance there. So I said like 1 and 2/3 of that, and that has to be these buildings. So if I'm, let's see, that's 1, 230. I'm a little too far. Oh, a couple of more meters. No, I don't want to go any further than that, really. Let's try that. Please? Within. Oh, that was a tough one. That was a really, really tough one. We're not going on holiday to Ibiza and Mallorca, that's for sure. Aye. Greenhouses, yeah, that can be tough as well because they don't always show on the map. But we're on the through road, that is for sure. Only question is which way to go. Let's go northeast. On the 3011 on Mallorca. Well, okay, here's the 3011. And it's a long one. All the way from this intersection here. And all the way to Sineu. Okay. We do have a couple of bends though. There's a bend over there that takes the road northwards slightly. And there's a bend here that takes it slightly more eastwards. It's a long bend. If I was going to guess, I would say that we're somewhere around here. Not sure about that, though. Let's see. Those arrows on the road, if I'd been playing duels and stuff, those could have actually tricked me into believing I was in Argentina. What does it say here? This is a 3010. Okay, that's interesting. Cami Centro de Portol. Can we see any of those places? That's a 3010. Okay, so now we're here then. No. This is where we are. Cami Sant Jordi. Yep, and here's my problem. We can't see the greenhouses. But there are roads. So we need to identify which is which. Somewhere in this area. Okay, let's check the road over here out. This is a diagonal road. Could be this one. But only if there is that thing there. That could be easier to figure out, and that's the one we got here. Okay. So now we're looking at this road here, and that is the lay-by here. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. That means that this road is this one. And how far am I away from it? That also means that the next road, which is here, has to be this one. Okay, that gives me something to go by. Good. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Okay, so 10. I was slightly closer to, so that would be 2.5, and we should be around here. Good. Yeah, it's very pastoral bin, and now I have no idea where we are, and well, at least we have that building there, and that is very pinpointable. Being at east, so this is only a question of finding out where we are. Saint Anthony and Saint Anthony de Portmany and Santa Agnes. Of course, I know. Oh, that's down here. Okay, and Santa Agnes. Which direction are we looking? Looking south. So how does that work? How indeed. So looking south, and this is a westwards road to Saint Anthony and Santa Agnes. We haven't seen Santa Agnes. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So if this is a road to the west, so that means that we either here, which we actually could be. Yes. Is there a road off to the side here? Oh, look at that. Okay. And the intersection is down there, yes. And we got this road going up there, and we're looking directly at this building. Meaning that I should be there. Right. Well, well, well. 26 minutes, 31 seconds, and 25k in Ibiza. Not the. Why do you keep saying Ibiza? I mean to say Mallorca. No, let's try that one more time. The Balearic Isles. There we go. And yeah, that went quite swimmingly. Shame we never got to see Menorca, but at least we got to see Ibiza and Mallorca. So yeah, that is the 5th episode, and that is 4 out of 5 areas 25k. So yeah, it was a little dusty and a little, what to call it, rural. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I hope that you'll find some nice beaches in the Balearic Isles when you go there. And well, and I'm glad that you are with me on a small dot in space and came with me on this little journey. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye bye.